Whoopsies, it's me, Tony Bomboni, ASMR, and welcome back to another video. So, this video is actually a custom ASMR booking on TonyBomboni.com, links in the description below, and the top pinned comment down below to my website where you can sign up for my newsletter and book yourself a service today. Make sure you do sign up for the newsletter because I offer discounts sometimes, special discounts, and you don't want to miss out, okay? But I am back home after the hurricane. I am available for readings, bookings, all of that, so snatch yourself a service. I'm just now, as of today, catching up because I had a little bit of a cold or something like that. I caught it from being in Maryland. There are a lot of people that are feeling unwell there at the moment. So, yeah, but I'm recovered and I'm back. So, thank you all for the well wishes after the hurricane. Yeah, it's been a crazy month. October has been full of things that just unfolded unexpectedly, for sure. So, today's video is going to be about astrology, and the person who booked this service from me said I could just basically talk about anything really in links to astrology. She purposely was pretty vague with the description of what I should do for this booking because I guess it's just, up to me. So thank you for that. And so this is a 15-minute booking, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about just what's on my mind. At first, I'm going to talk about the signs I like and dislike, and I'm not going to say in a way it's like, I only don't like this person because this sign, whatever. Like, it's whatever. I'm just gonna kind of say it in a kind, gentle way that, these signs tend to be. So I'm gonna let's start with the fire signs. Let's start with Aries. So, Aries, yes. They are definitely the sign of, I would probably say, progress. They're the leader, the number one. They want to be first for everything. Literally, all Aries are like that. I've definitely known several. Like, they just want to get ahead. And again, it's just like every sign is so different when it comes to like men and women in particular too. But I'm just talking in general, right? So, Aries definitely tends to stand out, They tend to butt heads with people. That's why they're depicted as the ram, So, especially if you're born in a certain month, because if each zodiac is 2 different months, that also is, with every zodiac sign, of course, different. Like, I'm a Virgo, but like, if you try to compare me to an August Virgo, good luck with that, honey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm definitely not an August Virgo. I'm a September Virgo for sure. But I'm sorry I sound congested. I'm still recovering, like I said, from that, but I feel fine. But yeah, so let's move on to Leo. And Leo is definitely this, I would say, probably the social butterfly. They're also, like fire signs in general, just very active, physically fit. They like movement. They like going out a lot, having friends, socializing. Like, that's just what I've found from fire signs in general. And Leo is definitely, I would say, it depends again, but like to run their mouths sometimes. They're very I find them complicated, sometimes a complicated sign. I find the men are more quiet. They are definitely the courageous ones because they're depicted by the lion. So they're brave in many ways. I feel like they can handle a lot, especially when it comes to like physical health issues. Like, they definitely are strong in that department. Yeah, but other than that, I have to be quick because there's so many signs. I'm going to go into Sagittarius. So they are soft and sensitive, fragile and frail on the inside. Even though they may appear like a tougher exterior, that's like their defense, their shell or shield of protection, right? And they, I would say, are probably, for me, it's always been Sagittarius, and Aquarius has been the most hard to understand. Even if I'm told information about them, I still don't get it. It still doesn't click. I feel like they're just one of those like random signs. Like, the universe just had to throw a random sign out there, you know what I mean? Again, I'm not talking about all Aquarius because we all have sun, moon, rising. All our signs are in different planets. All our planets are in different signs, you know what I mean? I'm not talking about just generalizing all Sagittarius or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not talking about you, that's my point, okay? Don't take it too personally. But, yes, let's move on. So, I'm going to go into water signs, why not? Pisces, a mix of all 12 signs in the Zodiac, so they're a mix. They're probably the hardest to understand that they're Pisces. Unless you kind of overall look at them and you just know, you kind of just realize that they're Pisces. I can't explain it, but they just have that look, and you'll notice that look after a while. Some say it's like the water sign look. So they're very like gentle and emotional, and they definitely can be an emotional roller coaster, an emotional mess. Sometimes they're depicted by the two fishes. So it's similar to Gemini. It's like bouncing between one person and the next, that kind of a thing. When they're angry, you want to stay away from them. Absolutely. So, Scorpio, definitely a sharp tongue. Definitely a person that it gets jealous very easily. When they're angry, they definitely bite and sting. They're the one that would probably hex you or curse you if they're angry at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you try to test them, they will charge back. Sorry, that was my dog. He just drank water. He's so cute. I missed him so much. I haven't seen him in like 8-9 days after this hurricane. So, yeah. And then I would say, let's talk about Cancer. Cancer is sensitive, soft, frail, fragile on the inside. Like I said, they remind me of the Sagittarius, like a big baby on the inside, but stronger than they look, really. Again, don't piss off a Cancer, they'll destroy you, right? They'll ruin your life. And they definitely tend to be those hermits, stay home a lot. Just think of a crab, really. I mean, it's just common sense will tell you they're definitely in hiding mode in some way. They hide emotionally. They don't show their vulnerability that much. But, they are still very strong, stronger than a crab shell, but I think, again, they use that crab shell as a defense, so, they may not want to admit when they're wrong as well, that kind of a thing, because of that shell, right? Like, that's their protection. It's just like, that's who they are. But they're one of the sweetest people too, one of the nicest people too. So air sign, let's go into Libra. Libras tend to lie a lot. But they also care about justice, balance, those kind of things. So, righteousness, that kind of thing. Like, they want things in order. If someone deserves judgment, they're the ones that tend to read law books or educate themselves a lot, just find their nose in books, or just learning new things, taking courses. They definitely just do that. They tend to love to travel as well. Who doesn't? But so Gemini twins, so they're kind of, I forgot, Libra was like the scales of justice, law and order. Gemini are the twins, so they're kind of polar opposites sometimes, but they're still one identity, but they have that other side of them. It's like the angel and the devil, you know what I'm saying? And they're also very kind people, soft and sweet and subtle, but at the same time, don't underestimate them. They tend to be the most successful. It's just like success finds their way, good luck finds their way. They also can be maybe charming at times, I would say. So Aquarius is, again, just like something I just don't get, really. I really don't get it. So I've been talking about age of Aquarius for a minute because it's the age of insanity. Look what's happening now. I mean, everyone and everything's gone nuts. So it's just the era we are living in, where nothing makes sense anymore, where everyone's questioning everything, and it's just kind of like self-actualization. It's just a lot of the intellect, air is often like intellect, the mind, the thoughts. So we're entering an age where it's less density, so we're going from water to something even lighter. That's air. It's like the vapor of water. So things are getting lighter, not heavier. Things are getting easier, faster, quicker. Technology is improving and upgrading. So that's all I can say about that. The energy of Aquarius as a person is misunderstood for me, but they also tend to be social. They like making friends and having friends, and their friendships are important to them. So Virgo. So the Virgos tend to be practical, logical-minded people, and they definitely are the type to always think they're right. And they think they're better than everyone else, basically. Even if they don't want to say it out loud. They definitely are the sign of like a compassionate nature, I would say. Empathic, nurturing, grounded souls. They would make great mothers. But they have a lot of love and affinity for animals, dogs, as pets. But they definitely, I would say, need to work on their judgment and not being so hard on themselves. So Taurus, kind of the hermit as well of the Zodiac. They like socializing, but they need their time alone as well. And that's like something they crave. They also love earthly, worldly things, material possessions, fame, fortune, money, wealth, all that stuff. And physical things like sexual intimacy and like that kind of thing is like very satisfying to the flesh. That's what they like. Even though it can get them hurt sometimes. And sometimes it's just flat out not good for you. But they don't get that, they need that. They need like that stimulation or they go crazy. I don't know. It's like, yeah. So, Capricorn can come across cold, even emotional. emotionless, almost like NPC type. They tend to just not understand a lot of things. When it comes to the heavier emotions, they just kind of don't resonate with that subject. It's not in their field of vibration or being. Don't mess with them or they'll mess with you. Again, that ram Aries head kind of thing. So, but yeah, they're good people at heart. It's just, they are stone cold. So that's that. I tried to include positive and negative of both as a summary, but that was pretty much everything. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. There's so much more to each sign and each aspect. I have barely even covered the surface, but that's all I can do for a 15-minute video. So if you like more of this, let me know. Maybe you want something more specific or detailed about the zodiac or astrology in general. I can make another video on that subject, or just book a custom ASMR video on TonyBomboni.com if you'd like something more specific. Take care, poopsies.